Just got to Gareth Graham Golf. Let's see what he's up to today. Oh, here he is, look. This is a once in a blue moon thing. He's actually practicing for once in his life. Oh, is it? Oh, that isn't bad, mate. What are you hitting? An 8-iron? Those kind of numbers. I haven't seen this before. Waiting for video. What's this? Oh, this is nice. Oh, he's got a little bit of technology going. Trackman's going. And then you've got the camera, which is linked to the Trackman and gives you video footage.
So, we're going to talk about Trackman.
Cool.
What is Trackman?
What is Trackman? Well, you know better than I do. It's your thing, mate.
So,
I like that.
Just show everyone. That was a perfect pyramid.
That was a lovely pyramid.
Picked it over.
We, you know, these things happen, you know. We go live. We don't muck about with retakes. What is this?
It's an orange box.
Yeah.
So Trackman is a launch monitor. What you can't see is there is Doppler radar technology.
Right. What does that do?
It tracks the ball flight.
Right,
It
okay.
actually tracks the golf ball through its entire flight.
Okay.
It can be used inside and outside, so there's an indoor and outdoor mode.
Yeah.
It's also got a camera,
Very good. Little camera there, sure.
top left.
Uh-huh.
Camera tracks golf club.
Okay.
And it's able to tell me path, which we can talk about in the future.
Yeah.
Attack angle, that kind of stuff.
So I haven't actually seen this, well, I haven't used it very much, and this is the video thing. So what I said earlier, you can attach your phone and connect it to Trackman itself.
Yeah.
And then I guess this is like amazing for you as a teacher, right? As a pro, to
Yeah.
look at the swing.
Yeah. So on the right, so you'll see. So on the left, you'll see the ball flight,
Yep.
and you'll see on the right, you'll see the golf swing that produced that ball flight.
Okay.
Okay, along with the facts and figures.
So how many facts and figures can you get
I
out of
think
interest?
there are in the mid-30s, so as far as parameters they call
Oh, okay,
it.
cool.
So, yeah.
Loads.
To be honest, there's probably too much.
Yeah.
When I teach, I only really talk about 3, 4 max.
What
Depends
would,
on what it is.
I guess, smash factor is quite important.
Yeah.
Ball speed and carry in total, I guess, would be quite important.
Yeah, so the numbers that most people are talking about these days are certainly ball speed,
Yeah.
and you've got club head speed. So
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, you know, I could make a slower golf swing than you,
Yeah.
which we find out,
Yeah.
but I could have equally as high ball speed.
Yeah.
Because my strike's good.
Interesting.
So a lot of the time, people focus on just pure ball speed.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, while we're on here, you've done a video of yourself just there.
Yeah.
Let's run that and let's think, like, because obviously you know what you're talking about. So what would you want to change from your golf swing? What, like, out of that video there, where do you think you need to be to like get more consistent, I guess?
So at times this is club path.
Yeah.
Okay? And just very quickly, we can do videos on this, but club path focuses on the club head through
Okay.
impact. In relation to where my target line is
Yeah.
my club moving right of target or moving left?
Okay.
That's what club path is. So it's either going right, left, or straight.
So I guess, because you can get quite inside, I guess, and that's one thing that you were trying to battle against, and you can see there, yeah.
So 0.0 means that my club's moving along my target line.
Completely neutral's part, yeah, to the target line.
I get a little bit too much in to out, I guess you could say, out to right of the target.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something I keep an eye on as far as when I'm practicing.
Yeah.
The other one there is club face. So this means face to path. So we know what our path is. What is my club face doing
Yeah.
in relation to that path?
Yeah.
Now, club face tend to be either closed or open. I tend to get my club face too closed.
Okay.
Now,
So from theoretically, inside club path with the closed club face will either be a hook or a slight or a very strong draw.
so as I come through impact, I tend to get lazy with my body turn,
Yeah.
and therefore I tend to flick
Okay.
over release. Basically, was what that's called the golf club.
Oh,
The ball
interesting.
left. So if we have a look at the video,
So even the creme de la creme have to practice on the golf swings, don't they? Work on their swings. Here we go. It's not as inside as usual. That takeaway, it's good.
It's improved. It's there, and it's that part there. So
Yeah.
if I slow that down again, So as I make a downswing, sometimes this part of me slows down.
Yeah.
And then therefore this part tends to be overactive in a rotational sense.
Yep.
So club comes down, impact. Now in that particular example, the club face is only closed by 1 degree.
Which is fine.
So we can see the ball flight on the left here, it's nice and straight.
Yeah.
But yes, you typically see that ball go left if I get too active here.
Yeah.
So you'll see as I swing through, you can see my hand in, or you can see that if you're close enough, but if you really go in there, I'll get rid of the circles. You see if I move that on through there, you'll see I tend to get a little bit flippy.
Yeah, you can see the hands turning over. Yeah.
So it's trying to calm that down.
Okay.
And for me, and for most people actually, what calms that down is my body and my chest turning through the shot better.
Okay. Interesting.
That's just what I mean.
So I mean, you would use Trackman pretty much for most of your lessons now, wouldn't you?
Every lesson.
Yeah.
Because most lessons are in this swing room, so
It offers you that visual, you know, it's all well and good someone saying, oh, you need to do this, that and the other, but if you can see that, you know, visually on a TV screen, I think you understand it a bit better. Yep. I think the Trackman is an incredible piece of kit. I mean, it's not cheap, it's crazy money, but it is very, very good.
So this is quite a good one to look at as well if you want to go close. So these are impact numbers that we would talk about. Okay, so this one here, you've got the club face that we talked about.
Yeah.
So it says closed.
Yeah.
By 1.5 degrees. There's the club path. It even tells you it's out to in that particular one.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it gives you face angle, and that's face angle differs to face to path.
Right.
Face angle is the club face open or closed to my target line.
Okay.
Face to path is my face open or closed to my
Path.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I've learned something new today, mate.
Path. Yeah. So we've got something called up here called spin loft. We'll talk about that again. But
Yeah.
spin rate, my loft and impact, which is called dynamic loft.
Yeah.
And then my tack angle.
Very
And
interesting.
then up here is quite a cool feature here. We can look in a 3D world.
Yeah.
See that? Look.
Wow.
So that's your sort of perspective as I stand and look at that.
And that's the swing arc as well, isn't it?
That's your plane line.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
If I move that to.
How good's that? So I guess that you're quite, no, that's actually not pretty perfect. The attack angle was just under 5 degrees there. But obviously if you're very shallow impact, that arc would be very shallow too.
Yeah.
So it is a very, very interesting piece of kit. Now, you know, if you're serious about your golf and you haven't tried Trackman yet, it's a real no-brainer. Now, most pros don't take the mickey in terms of price, do they? I know it's a little bit more expensive to get on the Trackman because obviously you've got to pay for it, but it's not mad money.
No, I just feel if I'm going to teach golf, I just need to have something like that just to give the best service possible.
Yeah.
The other thing you can do is you can actually rent this space.
Oh, okay.
So if you understand the figures, you can come in and rent it for an hour
Yeah.
for some practice, rather than just hitting balls on the range as normal.
I think that's good as well, yeah, because obviously you can take your time, look at the figures and work on something yourself.
Yep.
Also, what we can do as well is we do a gapping service that we haven't really done much of, but if you want to come in, we can actually do a full gapping. What gapping means is that we're trying to get the right distances between your clubs. So your wedge goes 100, you want your 9 irons to go 110, your 8 irons to go 120. Trying to make it nice and consistent.
It's amazing how many people have, and I've seen this a lot recently, and probably not really thought about enough, but it's amazing how many people have 2 golf clubs in their bag that do the same job.
Oh yeah, I'm a case example.
Yeah.
My 5 iron, my 4 and my 3 are very, very similar.
Yeah, and you know, it highlights that, and then what I would do from there is get those 2 golf clubs and just see which one's going to give you the bigger advantage, and then bin the other one effectively.
Yeah. I think, guys, if you want us to comment down below if there's anything you want us to talk about in more specific detail. Any ideas? If you want to know a bit more about spin rate or attack angle, where you should be in terms of your irons or your driver, then we will let you know. I mean, we could talk about this for hours, mate. This is the thing.
What we could do effectively is we could do a video on every single parameter.
Yeah.
So just do one at a time.
A couple of minute videos, maybe. Yeah.
I think I've had a question about that before. Actually, I've had somebody ask,
Yeah.
can we do that? So
Something to think about.
Maybe not everything, but the most common use terms that you might hear on YouTube.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, I mean, what else can we do? We could do skills tests.
Yeah, skills tests. Longest drive that I'm quite good at, apparently.
Yeah, just about. If we just
Loads of stuff.
We can go in and just show you.
Oh, and also, a little thing about it as well is that when you're finished your session, you can email your statistics, and it comes really well, like, put out.
Comes in a report.
A proper report, and it's really, really interesting, and you can learn a lot just after the session as well, not just during.
You've got the shot analysis, and then you've got test center.
Yeah.
So this is we did this video actually with you. We did a test.
Yeah.
So you can do iron tests, wedge tests, driver tests, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's a really good way to practice. And then this one here, we should do this.
Yeah.
So this is a Trackman Combine test. So for those of you that don't know what that is, it's a 60-shot test, and it tests you from 60 yards all the way to your driver.
It's hard. It's hard to get a good score on it.
Yeah. And it's actually, your score gets uploaded to Trackman's website, and you get a score out of 100 on a handicap.
Yeah.
Again, it's a really, especially the juniors actually quite like this because it's competitive, isn't it?
Yeah. I think, if you haven't tried it, come down and have a go. We are pretty, I mean, how much do we charge for an hour? How much do you charge, sorry, Gareth?
It's £20 for the hour to rent it.
It's just crazy money.
Half hour, tenner, so that includes your balls.
Yeah, you probably spend £5 or £6 on balls anyway, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah. And also, obviously, in the winter when it's nice and cold or wet outside, you can come down. Well, I quite like it. I played quite well the other day. If it's really cold, like, blowing a gale, then, it's a nice thing to do. Come down here.
Any questions on Trackman, just comment them below. We'll get back to you. Yeah.
Awesome. Cheers, guys.